Good morning. Just watching a video. Let's just pause that quickly. Remember, I'm supposed to be going doing something today. Yeah. I've got up late. It's absolutely pissing it down like the last time I went over there. Now it's getting heavier, which is why I started recording. Because I'm in thinking my dad achieved my mission today. So I don't care if it's pissing hard with rain. After I've had my ciggy, I'm getting up and going keeping a promise to my father. Because it's not just me feeling like this about my father at the moment. So I'm going to go and keep my promise to my father. You know? What did I say about energy attracting a storm? Same as the day I went and kissed the dead body. It's like this when I went away from there. Couldn't go and face my family. They was all there, I couldn't go and face them. So I just made my excuses, got to get back to my dogs. Got on the bus and the weather turned exactly like that. So I'm just putting this down while I roll myself my ciggy. Yeah, I was watching the video because didn't know what to think this morning. Didn't know whether to just sit there in silence and just have my ciggy and just stay in silence, vegetating on thoughts going round and round in my head. So I put someone's voice on that's got a nice calming tone to it. You know what I mean? Stop me thinking about what I was thinking about at the time. So, all good. That's how I have to deal with my emotions. After my emotions were messed up by that traumatic experience I went through. Being gassed. Watching those I loved suffer and then die from it. After being poisoned because I was giving away those that were fucking playing the game around here. Yeah, all that was true. They did that just to get to me. To try and get me to leave. Then it got more serious and they sat me up and put me in now. All while that's going on in the background with my family. My family fully aware of what was going on. But it was like a test. You know, how's he going to deal with this? Okay, well, worst case scenario is just going to fucking lamp the guy. Yeah, he did that. He's not he's not denying his responsibility in that or nothing. Yeah, he freely admitted that. Yeah, he took one action, that's what he said in court, yeah. But the red mist had got me seeing things slightly differently. To me, it was one action. Split second, Then it was over. Assess the threat, deal with the threat, take a step back, assess the threat again. You know he's going to fucking go absolutely doolally in a minute. He's just standing there looking stunned. Right, okay. Bang. There's your second one. But it was all in one action. Split second reaction, read, assess the situation, bang. Judge said I could have killed the guy. Did he have any conscience or empathy for me when he was gassing me? No, that's why he got a ding. He had been building up for years. Tried to kill me, and that was his bang. You won't leave me alone. Keep on, keep on, keep on. Provoke, provoke, provoke. Snide words, digs here, digs there. You can't touch me, I'm old. Oof. So I took it and took it and took it. And then when he took the piss in front of my son, bang, bang, over, done. So that's the truth of that. But he was put there to cause problems. That's what I'm saying about the IPA being involved in that. My dad knew it as well. You know, state workers in the family, they checked it, yeah. Civil servants in the family, they checked it, yep. So, yeah, that's how all that went. Funny old world, isn't it? Here's another funny one for you. A link of names and government officials. When I was fighting for access to my children down in Kent, I'm being followed about around shops, everything, seeing what I'm buying. Am I buying too much alcohol? That sort of shit. This wasn't social services, this was something different. Yeah. Just following me about, I've noticed them sort of come into the shops after I go into a shop and then just loiter about, not buy anything, and then leave after I left. I point it out to me mate and that, he's saying, sure that ain't old Bill or something, and it's like, no, it's not old Bill. I was having to have reports made up in the solicitor, with my solicitor at the time, very good solicitor. They wanted to know what made me tick, so bloody blah. You know, why does he act like he acts? That sort of reporting. So after that reporting pointed out that if he gets aggravation over his family or money or whatever that's affecting his way of life, he is prone to react. Then I start getting my benefits messed about with. Straight away, within a week of that information being made available to her solicitors. So I go and talk to my local MP about it. See, she was using the solicitor Harman and Harman, and her actual solicitor was the sister of Harriet Harman, the then Social Security Secretary. How about that? Anyway, I went and had a chat with my local MP. He said, don't worry, he said, I'm going to have a chat with some friends of mine, and they're going to start talking about it out loud in their circles. he said, just watch what happens, because that's plagiarism, what they've just done to you. They've misused the law from evidence gained and then corruptly used a government agency to mess about with your life, and you've just caught them doing it. Right, Harriet Harman gets moved with no explanation a couple of weeks later in a reshuffle. She's now not got a top job just because of what had been talked about out loud in their circles by this solicitor's group of influential friends. Right, you got that? So she's gone, got rid of that devious politician, and I'm getting access to my kids, so all good. Beat the system, because the system was corrupt. Weather's calmed down now anyway. Got no cameras on at the moment because I started off my day watching a video just to distract myself from what I was thinking. But as you can see, I've gone in reminisce mode now. I've got to get my antidepressants on the way to where I'm going, so brief stop and then another journey, and then I'm going to take the tablet with me, just have it in the bag. So if I decide to get the tablet out and start recording, I'll post it later on. It's nothing spectacular or nothing, it's just, like I said, my father dropped everything. Took me straight to my son when I needed to be with my son when he fell off that bridge. He didn't care about what's going on the news in the city because of what had happened. He was concerned for my son. You know, we're driving fast to get there. So the journey was like only about, it was quick in his mark. I'd hear bleeping every now and then. And I'd say to my dad, what's that? He said, that's a snooper. What's that then? He said, well, that tells you when there's a speed camera coming up. Oh, okay. I got you now. Different world, isn't it? Businessmen's rushing to meetings here, there and everywhere. I've got to be able to get there quick. I need to be on time for appointments, all that sort of stuff. So that's how technology is used on that level. After a heart-to-heart chat about how I was nowadays and that, just to allay his fears, so he could get a proper assessment of me in his life at that point, while I'm going down to deal with my son. So he's seeing me as a father and a man, not a kid that's fucking about. This is someone that's deadly focused on what he's got to do. He's already aware of how I am with the stepfather as well, which is why he came in there, to make sure I just didn't go in there and fucking do him in the hospital. You know what I mean? A concerned father. Just my father being there, I could see the stepfather sort of shrink in confidence, and he's like just. And I've told my son to wake up, and he woke up when he realised what I was saying. I'm here, my dad's here, wake up. My child's mother is sitting there like in disbelief that I've actually turned up now with my father, because she's never met him. She had her choice. We was going to move up here when the kids was young, and she chose to not wait for me to go through rehab and that over my addiction. She decided to get with this other joker and kick me out. So that's why I went off the rails, see. Very difficult time trying to be a normal family man while your head's all over the place, isn't it? There you go. When you really need them most, and they do that, then you know you can never ever rely on them with your life. So you made a bad choice there in woman. Never mind. You keep good memories, you leave all the bad memories behind. You get through the trauma eventually. I did. Yeah, it's very, very dark out there, so after I've watched this video, I'm going to check Sat24, grab my splash bag, grab my splash coat, put my body warmer on, put the clothes on I had on yesterday, because I'm not going to meet anyone. Go and get my bus with me walking stick and a bag on my back. Can of pineapple Rubicon energy drink, so I'm going to try that one out. Take an empty Lucozade bottle with me as well, because I don't like cans on buses. You can't sit down and put them anywhere, can you? So I'll transfer it over into a Lucozade bottle. Travelling light, not got to do nothing, just go in there, do something, come back again. But I've got to go right out of my way to do it. It's not a problem though, because I'm keeping my word. Why didn't I take a card or flowers to my father's funeral? I heard all the muttering. Here it comes again. Remember what I'm talking about. You know, the rest of the family looking at me like I'm being disrespectful. Not even a card. No, that's right. Wasn't interested in my father's money, was I? Wasn't trying to change the will or influence the will like the other vultures. I'd, in my own mind, been disproving all the drip and the poison in my ear all the way through my life about my father. I'd met my father, I'd got to know my father and seen a completely different side of him. Seen him buying anniversary cards for his wife and that. I wished them both well. Didn't buy a card myself because I'm not getting involved. That was what I've always said to my father. I can't get involved in your life. You know, this is your life, this was your choice. I support you for it. I'm happy that you're happy. I'm not subscribing to my mother's view of whatever she'd lost, and it's all your dad's fault. Because there's many times he said, well, he said, unfortunately, that's my fault. I said, no, it's not. Stop blaming yourself. Don't take responsibility for finding happiness yourself. You know what I mean? That was your path in life. You was meant to travel. You weren't meant to be with my mother. Look at the life you had from that. So there you go. I hold no bitterness or regrets or any other negative emotions towards what I call my mother up here, because of the love she gave my father. Which is why I made the choice at the end when I was giving it, mum up here or mum down there. Mum up here. So I'm keeping my promise today and repaying the kindness my dad showed me when he took me down there to, as he put it, let me be dad. So while I'm thinking about him like that, he's not gone and forgotten, is he? And I'm giving back instead of taking, and investing in my family. Out of love for my father. Because he's now loving through me, isn't he? Now listen to that rain coming down. There you go, it is Friday. So thank the Creator, it's Friday. It was a Friday I went to Kiss the Courts as well. So it's all connected. Now it's getting heavier. So you know I'm talking on a level, yeah? You're seeing how the energy is working now. Oh, dogs are farting in the hallway. It's that silent, you know. I can hear and sense everything, even the storm around me. But it's not going to stop me doing what I've got to do today, is it? You know what I mean? So, I'm going to watch the rest of this video. Dogs aren't going out at the moment because they're water dodgers. And they just go out, take one look at the weather, shake, turn around, look at me and say, you're taking the piss, and come straight back indoors again. You know what I mean? They take it as though I'm insulting them by sending them out in that weather. Very short-furred dogs, aren't they? Oh, that's fucking cold. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the odd rumble of thunder and that. It feels that heavy and close energetically at the moment. I can feel in my head. But I'm in the right frame of mind, so it's controllable energy. It's not unstable energy, is it? You know what I mean? Right, how are we doing time-wise? 24 minutes. Let's upload this. You can see how it's going today. But I've got to achieve what I've got to achieve, so I've got to do it. Word kept and all that. So, there you go. the love my father gave to the world, which was his children, and his love for his family, is the love that's going to be given back today. On that note, love ripples out like throwing a stone in a pond, doesn't it? It ripples out, the energy waves ripple out. So have a lovely Friday, whatever you're doing. I've got to get up, I've got things to do.